Okay, so we've got the two mount brackets here. These are metal. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, these are metal also, guys. Now what you want to do when you're applying these to the chassis, and that, guys, is both brackets, mount brackets, now done. The jack mount brackets, as you can see, that's the level. Now what we're doing, guys, is the middle section we did last week. You've got 3 holes, screw holes here, guys. You want to have the rear chassis, so it's this way around, so you've got the arches. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're well. Today I'm building more of Dom's Charger, and we're at issue 31. And guys, just put that mat down there, take a look at this. Another massive piece. I mean, it covers my face, as you can see on the screen. It is huge, and this is another part of the chassis. It's basically the back section of the car. It's going to get bigger, guys. As you can see here, it's just here, the front of it, and it's already taken up all the room on the desk, along with, I don't know if you can see that there, a bit of the Titanic also. It's everywhere, guys. These models are everywhere. But anyway, let's crack on with this build. And if you're not already subscribed, guys, remember to subscribe, like, also comment and share, and press that bell notification not to miss out on any future builds to do with Dom's Charger or any of the builds on the channel. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with Dom's Charger from the Fast and Furious franchise from Fanhome. Okay then, guys, so here we are again, just about to look through this week's mag of the Fast and Furious Build the Legendary Dodge Charger RT from Fanhome. And as you can see, is the part, guys, the rear section of the chassis. We've got some KM screws, but I'm going to open that in a second. But I'm going to move this off camera. As you can see, this thing is massive. So I'll put that to one side for a second, and we'll take a look through this week's mag. That's the finished result there, guys. Cannot wait till this thing's built. And that, I think that's from Fast and Furious, the original movie. Love it. First was always the best, guys. I do love all of them. I've just watched Fast X, to be fair, the last one. There was a lot of reviews saying they didn't like it, but I'll come back to this in a minute, guys. But I did. I loved it. As a fan, I think I'm going to love anything they do, but I think it was pretty cool, to be fair. Just wait to see the next one now when it comes out. But yeah, here's the usual content, guys. Cane and air filter. Used to have one of those on my Escort Cosworth back in the day. Right then, so back to what we've got this week, guys. What we've got is 31A, which is the rear section of the chassis, and we've got 31B, which are the jack mounts. There's 2 of those, and we've got KM screws and LM screws. So if I just move this mag out of the way, and we'll have a look at this in the flesh. Get this cut open, guys. Wow, look at this. Well, here's the engine mounts, guys. We've got those here. And then we've also got LM screws. Here's the jack mount brackets. We've also got some LM screws and KM screws. And finally, but not least, look at this, guys. Look at that. Solid metal. And this weighs pretty heavy just on its own, so you can imagine how heavy this build's going to be, guys. But this is the rear section of the chassis. That's what we're going to be applying shortly in this video. So yeah, guys, without further ado, while I get the model over the rest of the car, let's crack on with Dom's Charger issue 31. Okay, so we've got the 2 mount brackets here. These are metal. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, these these are metal also, guys. Now what you want to do when you're applying these to the chassis, what you want to make sure is you've got like an indent on each bracket. That has got to be facing outwards. So you just line that up with the 2 holes we've got on each chassis. If you can just see those, there's 2 there as well. And again, guys, make sure the indent of the brackets are facing outwards. Now we're screwing into metal, so you'd be wise just to put a bit of oil on the end of these screws. Make your life a bit easier. And we're using KM screws. The M obviously standing for metal. So yeah, it's a little tip, guys, if you've got any screws with M at the end of them, that means we're screwing into metal. So yeah, just get these KM screws. And once we've applied these 2 brackets, guys, that's taken us to the second instruction. Well, we've got 2 instructions as well. And then we'll be moving on to instruction 3. So it's going to be a pretty quick issue this week, but wow, is it going to be effective? We're going to see some big results here. And stay tuned to the end of the video, guys, and you'll see the money shot of this beautiful model, Dom's Charger. Yeah, as I was saying, I watched Fast X the other day. Oh, I just love it when Dom's Charger's in it. I really do. I can't wait till this thing's built. It's going to be amazing. Now these are going in pretty easy, but what I tend to do is use this screwdriver once I've put them fairway in. Yeah, so those are nice and tight. If I just hold this up here for you. Yeah, so that's that one done. Let's do this one. And that, guys, is both brackets, mount brackets, now done. The jack mount brackets, as you can see. That's the left one and the right one done. Yeah, just remember the indent there, guys, to be on the outer side. And then you've got the smooth finishing on the inside. Yeah, that's that done. So we've done 1 and 2 instruction. Those are all done. Now we're going to move on to instruction 3. Now what we're doing, guys, is the middle section we did last week. You've got 3 holes, screw holes here, guys. You want to have the rear chassis so it's this way around, so you've like got the arches pointing downwards. And then what you want to do is line all the holes up. And then we're going to be applying, that's how it's going to be, guys. I've got to hold it so it's going to drop, obviously, if I let go till those 3 screws are in. But look at that, guys. Look at the actual size of this thing. So we want 3 LM screws, and then we're going to put the 3 LM screws into these 3 holes here. Yeah, so I've already started off 2 of the LM screws, guys. LM screws again, it's got M at the end of the description, so obviously screwing into metal again. So just got to tighten those up nice and tightly. And then that has taken us all the way to instruction 3. And then what we're going to do, guys, is put more screws in these 3 holes here. And the rear section of the chassis will then be all done and applied. And again, stay tuned to the end of the video, guys. You'll be able to see a nice ending and some nice screenshots and video of how big this thing actually is looking. And looking at this now, I think how the overhang comes on with the panels, this is going to be the actual size, because the overhang of the panels at the back looks like that's the length of the rear part of the chassis, if that makes sense. So this is the actual size your model is going to look, which I find very exciting, guys. It's amazing. It's starting to look good now, but I think from what it's saying in the instructions, we're going to store this now. So I'm thinking we might not be working on the chassis for a while now. It might just be other parts of the car, which is interesting. But that's all those 3 done. So let's move on to instruction 4. Now, guys, the final stage of this week's issue is applying these last 3 LM screws, and then we actually have the rear chassis now attached to the rest of Dom's charger. And boys, it's massive. It's absolutely huge. There we go. One more. Again, apply a little bit of oil on the end of it, guys, on the end of your screws. Just on the tip, that should be enough. And you'll save yourself a lot of time and stress. And you might save your hands as well, because it can be a nightmare to screw into metal. So yeah, make sure all those are nice and tight. You don't want your rear of your chassis dropping off. And guys, that is it for this week of Dom's charger from Fast and Furious franchise Fanhome. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, and even if you just like the build, please give us a thumbs up. Hope you like the video, really do. Give us a thumbs up, and of course subscribe for more. Press that bell notification not to miss out on any future builds or any future models, existing models being built. I really appreciate you guys, appreciate all the support you're giving me. But for now, for this week, that is it. Take care, see you in the next one. And that is it for this week's build, guys, of Dom's charge from the Fast and Furious franchise, model build Fanhome, issue 31. Basically today, guys, what we've done is put the rear section of the chassis. Now the whole structure of the car, the bottom of the car is all built, guys. Now it's telling us the instructions, put this to one side and store it. So I've got a feeling we're not going to be doing a lot more on the chassis for the next couple of issues at least. So yeah, we've actually seen in this video, guys, the actual size of this vehicle, and it will be a bit bigger when you extend the framework, etc., and the panels. Once those are put onto the car, it will extend it a little bit bigger. So yeah, you've got an idea though how big this build is going to be, this 1.8 scale massive model from Fanhome. If you want to get this for yourself, guys, and come along with us and build it, or catch up with us, or you're thinking about building it, or you am building it, if you're not, get to Fanhome, guys, and check out their website. It's a brilliant website. They've got loads of other things going on also. But if you do want to build this, guys, go over to Fanhome and check out Dom's charger, and then come along and build with us, guys. I'd love that. And comment down below if you do, just to let us know. But for this week, guys, for the Dom's charger, that is it. I do hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate all your support. Remember to give us a big like at the end of the video, and subscribe for more if you're not already subscribed, guys, and press that bell notification not to miss out on any future builds or any future models being built, like Dom's charger, Titanic, Millennium Falcon. There's loads on the channel, guys, take a look. But for now, that is it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.